Let's get into it.
This one's a classic.
Immediately. Today is gonna be, it's gonna be more of the same, but the goal is to level to 71, and at 71, my EXP rate will drop down to 1.5x instead of 2x. After I get to 71, then I'm gonna start looking at some other training spots, including one area that I think might be a secret, amazing location. Maybe not for EXP, but definitely for drops. So we'll check that out. So I'm still stocking up on scrolls. As you can see, I have 100 scrolls here, and I'm still accumulating them. Still working on getting more and more and more. But I sold my old Holy Spear because I figured I'm not gonna need it. There's like really no scenario where I'm gonna want this, and I got a clean 10 mil from it, or 9.5 mil. I'm gonna be, I didn't spend like all that much time here in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna be happy and sad to leave Coldfield 2 behind. I've spent so many hours here, but I'm ready to move on. I overestimated. Oh, you know what it was? I had gotten so used to the luxuries we have in like version 62 that I forgot what it's like to grind when you don't have access to all these super overpowered areas. That's really what it was. EXP rate multiplier for me depends on the content available. If we have all our overpowered from version 62, yeah, give me 1 times. I can handle that. But if I have to stay here from level 50 to 70, I don't know if I want 1x. Show off a Dragon Knight skill. All right. Is this good enough? Are you satisfied? There. There's Spear Crusher. Did you get your shot? Veteran Adventurer. A nice new medal to go along with my new title of Dragon Knight in training. I would actually be shocked if they announced that. I would be very surprised if they announced multiple character slots. I would welcome it, but it would be surprising. Ooh, Golden Crow drop. And it's below average. Well, that's an NPC, I guess. Am I keeping FA? Unless there's a scenario where I find that final attack is annoying. Actually, this is actually a good conversation. So one of the maps I'm planning on going to is a lot of walking, and I was thinking of resetting my skill points so that I can have Iron Body and reach 140% speed. So I might end up doing that. That's a good strategy. If somebody's trying to sell a map, you just go there and wait until they leave. That's awesome, because a lot of time people selling maps are trying to just get a little bit of profit because they're about to stop grinding. So eventually they're gonna head out. That's smart. I like that. I like that approach. Selling a map? Oh, I think you mean free map, baby. Thank you very much. Oh, Cape Deck 60! Oh my god, I almost got 2 back-to-back Cape Deck 60s right there. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Whoa, that was almost insane. That was a shield def, though.
Big Country donated $20. Thank you. It's time for the gaining of the toes. Also, it's eggnog season. Enjoy the best season of the year.
Yes!
Also, streamer privilege doesn't exist.
That was your 10th super, Big Country. Thank you so much, Big Country. Now that you mention eggnog, I'm definitely gonna have to pick some up. I'm all about seasonal drinks. I love seasonal drinks. I have, I still have some pumpkin spice coffee creamer. I have gingerbread flavored coffee creamer. I got my cranberry Sprite that I bought. And now I'm gonna get some eggnog too. Best time of the year where you drink 2,000 calories a day in seasonal drinks. Well, so beautiful. What a wonderful time of year. Well, does the medal give stats? Whoa, the medal gives stats. It just doesn't say. Oh, okay. The medal does give stats. It just doesn't say that it gives stats. I see. So I got an extra point of accuracy from the medal. So that was actually a really good call, chat member, for telling me to go grab that. You know, I had a friend in elementary school eating fresh pasta. Oh, you're talking about fresh pasta, though. Okay. Well, in a similar realm, I had a friend in elementary school who would eat like boxed pasta. He would just chew on it, crunch it. He would just eat it. Didn't even need to cook it. And to this day, I still think about that. And if I'm ever making pasta, I'll like try a piece without boiling it, and it's just disgusting. It's just gross. And I can't get over that. I don't know why or how he did that. I can't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it still. Togain got to third job and SpongeBob appeared. Dude, I could farm. Dude, I could actually, this would go crazy. If I just spam Crusher and just slowly kill one enemy at a time, I wonder how many people would come in here and be like, what the f is he doing? Let's see how long until I get that, like, unironically. Just to eat an onyx apple. If I actually had an onyx apple, my damage would be insane. What level does Crusher do more? It does more at level 1 if you use it right. You can actually start using Crusher immediately at level 70. What do you mean if you use... What? Yeah, what do you mean if you use it right? What does that mean? I didn't even think about it, I just said it. I'm hitting 1Ks? Oh, yes! That's a big milestone. That might be the most damage I've done. I can actually hit 1Ks with Crusher now, guys. Yeah, wow, the XP rates really slowed down a lot after 70. Yeah, people weren't joking. 1.5x is a big drop, seriously. Doesn't it feel like my EXP rates are a lot slower now, guys? I cannot figure out why. What a hit that 1.5x is. I've done a lot of research on how to play Dragon Knight. I know what I'm doing. I was thinking of adding some information onto the stream overlay, honestly, because there are a lot of questions that get repeated. Earring HP. So what you're telling me is, you're telling me that this turns into this? I don't really see a resemblance, actually. They're the same monster, right? Like name-wise, Junior Boogie and then Boogie. Yeah, the head, they have the horns and everything. Oh my god, I never put that together. Wow. Yeah, I guess. That's just an interesting thought, if nothing else. I've made videos discussing the MapleStory iceberg, going in depth about multiple classes in old school MapleStory, discussing party quests and various different mechanics surrounding the game. So today, we're gonna figure out which monster's the longest. KMS has lower EXP rates than GMS? I've never heard of that. I know that Japan had increased EXP rates, but with that being the case, it's possible. I don't know. Okay, we are very close to 71 though, and that took almost 3 hours. Time to enjoy the 2 times EXP because it's about to be over for good. And say goodbye to 2 times EXP. Oh, God. Oh. Now we're down to 1.5x. Oh, I gotta do 1 into Dragon Roar for the fans. It's for the fans. Wait, what does this need? Oh, this needs Sacrifice. That, I'm not putting a point in Dragon Roar. No, fuck that. I'm not adding 3 points to Sacrifice. Hell no. What a noticeable damage increase that is. Well, I mean, it went up from 55 to 70, so there you go. There we go. Oh, I've been stacking up more scrolls. As you can see, I have 110 10%. I'm gonna try to get to like 300 or so before I start scrolling stuff. I kind of also want to get to level 80. So around 80-ish we'll probably do some scrolling because I need to finish collecting all the scrolls. And then I need to get the items, and the items are going to be expensive. And what I'm going to do right now is test out EXP rates here because I wanted to see if there's anything that's comparable. EXP tests. I want to see if there's anything comparable to Coldfield 2. So Coldfield 2 was giving me 30% an hour. Drake's Nest was giving me 21% an hour. And now we're going to test out this one. $24% an hour here. Yep, like I thought, it's between Coldfield 2 and Drake's Nest, but I don't think it's close enough to Coldfield 2 that's worth it. Yeah, let's try Cemetery Full of Ghosts. Let's give that a shot. 9.33. And then we do a 6-minute test. Oh, okay, we're done. 11.78. So we're looking about 25%, I think. Actually, this is identical to Toro Macy's, but this has the bonus of potential Steely drops. So I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Also gotta turn off the timer. Okay, I'm gonna stay here for at least this next level. Even if it takes all stream to get to 72. I wanted to look at something other than Coldfield 2. Do you get a fedora when you make a white knight? I guess I shouldn't make a white knight then, huh? Or I'd have to get rid of my fedora collection. I could either make a white knight and lean into it, or get rid of my fedora collection that I have. Milady? Would you like to see me hit 5 digits on this dual ghost pirate? Something other classes simply cannot do. Oh yeah, that's the goal. I'm trying to find a Steely drop so I can make everyone hate me. That's the goal. Seeing that one dude saying, I'm gonna check if there's Balrogs, guys, and then he never comes back inside the cabin of the ship. Oh God. That's such a memory that I forgot I had. I love that. You'd either have the person go outside and check for Balrogs and not come back inside, and then you'd be like, well, shoot, we don't know if there's Balrogs or not, because they either died and can't tell us, or they decided not to come back in and tell us. Or what was even funnier is when they did see Balrogs and they would come back in and be like, no, it's clear, and then everyone would leave and a few people would die. Did I actually ever have that happen, or am I just being a gremlin right now thinking about, I should have done that back in the day. As a warrior, I could have survived a hit. That would have been funny to see all the squishy classes die if I just lied to them. No, guys, it's safe. It's totally safe. It's all good out there. Come on, let's get some fresh air. I'm tired of this cabin. And they all die, and then they all die. There's nothing funnier than messing with people in Old Maple Story. Ship all to myself. Any good drops? Nothing. Like literally straight up, nothing but the bronze, the brown studded pants. That's it. That's all I've gotten so far. This is literally how I do business. People say konnichiwa, and I say, well, howdy there, partner. In a room full of Japanese businessmen discussing a $5 million deal. And I just use Texas slang the whole time. Grandpa mains blaster? Dude, if I'm a blaster playing grandpa, that's badass. The coolest thing you could be other than a cowboy. You die and wake up in the maple world, how boned are you? I'd do pretty good, I think. I'd do pretty well. I could beat them up. I could beat up the monsters and live. This is the kind of shit. This is the kind of thing I used to think about when I was like 11. It's like, whoa, I wish Maple Story was real. I would become a spearman, and I would kill Mush Mom and get Ilbies and be rich. I'd be a henny ho. Thank you very much. All right, I'm gonna get to 70% here, and then I'm gonna try to get to cargoes. I swear, half the time I come to Wild Cargoes, the people here are just AFK. They're just sitting there on a rope or something, doing nothing. What's up? What the f? Oh my god. Okay. Sweet. Sure. Isn't Sillycore just penis music? No. No. That's too silly. There are different levels of silly. The level of silly that I enjoy is still relaxing and not just boing boing sproing. Okay. Now that's level 72. Finally, now 3 more points into Spear Crusher. Attack 2 enemies 2 times. 5 more points into Strength. It's probably not very good still. Still pretty weak, but at least it hits 2 enemies now. You know? Still not quite at a level where it's usable. I think we're gonna need to get it to 3 enemies minimum, unfortunately. Because it's just still so weak, too. It's getting there. It's getting there slowly. But yeah, we got at least 2 more levels before it's really, really, like, good. I still love Cargos as an enemy. Their design is very weird and kind of cool. They do have weird sock feet, don't they? Oh god, I didn't even think about that. How did I never notice that until now? I always thought that deep Sleepywood enemies were really fascinating because they were already not meta by the time I started playing. So nobody really ever went there, and they were just these weird enemies deep in Sleepywood that nobody ever interacted with. They always held this status in my mind as being like end-game monsters, even though they weren't even close to it. Yeah, I missed a pair of Steelies. I had a set of Steelies on the ground, just missed them completely. They disappeared. Chat had a freak out moment about it, but I was like, whatever. I don't even care, dude. And then I skateboarded away, and it was awesome. Chaos Steelies is like, yeah, that's like something a middle school kid would come up with. They added actually a new star to the game, so now my assassin has Chaos Blood Ilbies. Yeah, they get 500 attack. And they only drop from Zachem. This would be like a 2007 kid. So I killed Zachem, and you have to solo him. So I soloed Zachem and got them first try. No, you didn't. Yep, I did. So now my assassin does more damage than yours. Prove it. Then he just draws a fanfiction Ilby that he came up with. There's the proof.
Casty donated $2. Thank you. My dad works at Nexon, and he gave me a pair.
Yeah. Yeah, this is literally the, I got a blue whip, guys. What? How'd you get a blue whip? What the heck? It dropped. It's really rare. Good luck finding one. I got really lucky. Can I see it in game? No, you're gonna steal it. I can't show you. It's trade locked. I don't know. Come up with literally any excuse you could possibly think of to not have to prove that the blue whip exists. You know, as far as video game myths go, the one I fell for was in Super Smash Bros. Melee. If you beat Cruel Melee, if you get like 100 kills in Cruel Melee, that little mini game where you had the wireframe enemies and they were like really tough, you could unlock Sonic and Tails, and I legitimately spent a lot of time trying to clear it. Yeah, Multi-Man Melee, whatever it was called. I spent a lot of time trying to unlock Sonic and Tails in Melee. Back in pre-Big Bang, my friend told me he was playing KMS and was 250 using rainbow summoning stones to summon god dragons. I think I actually had the most viewers I ever had when I was getting third job. I think I was like right around 1,000 between Twitch and YouTube. 7 hours into the stream and I'm quiet for like a minute and a half. Why are 500 people watching this? What the fuck? Hello? Streamer, talk. God, this is boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. Yeah, the Allcaster quest would be good. I'm gonna need to do that eventually, especially when it's time to do bosses. So I'm going to have to do that quest eventually. Selling cargo map. Right, guys? Selling cargo map, 40 mil. Just get 4 Toby drops, you'll make it back. Stop whining about the price. It's hard, times are hard. You just scrolled your Icarus cape and got 10 decks? Jesus. All right, I'll take it, fine, hand it over. I'm just kidding.